Florida's citrus industry is in crisis, besieged by disease, severe weather, and lost acreage. This year's crop is expected to yield less than half of what was produced just 2 years ago. That explains why orange juice prices at the store are up 10% from last year and are now at an all-time high. CBS's Cristian Benavides reports from Groveland, Florida.
Glenn Beck is a fourth-generation Florida farmer. His grandfather started growing citrus in 1887.
Never before has there been a series of events that led to a downfall of an industry such as what citrus has experienced.
Beck says virtually all of his 5,000-acre citrus groves are infected with a bacterial disease carried by the tiny Asian citrus psyllid. Citrus greening has plagued Florida farmers for almost 2 decades.
The leaves and fruit don't receive the nutrients that they should until eventually the tree dies.
Research in genetic therapy was applied to help the trees tolerate the disease from within, and individual protective covers, known as IPCs, provide safekeeping from without. Those efforts are bearing fruit just in time for this upcoming season.
If we get some solutions in there, we can start to rebuild.
While Beck expects to pass this on to the next generation, he believes he'll still lose about half the acres of orange groves that he owns by the end of the year.
Matt Joyner with the trade group Florida Citrus Mutual says at its peak, 300 million citrus boxes were produced.
Last season, we ended it right at 18 million boxes of citrus, so about a 90% decline.
And many Florida packing houses now sit empty, down to only 25 this year, from over 100 in the 1980s. Hurricanes and a December freeze both wiped out groves, which take about 4 years to recover before harvest. And consumer consumption is down for OJ, while land development is up, which helps accelerate the decline. This season, however, could be a turning point.
I think that our production is going to be somewhat flat, but that's actually a victory.
A victory shared by University of Florida researchers because science has slowed the decline. They are among many scientists who study what makes citrus trees more tolerant to greening.
They're tolerant, so they support the bacterial growth inside of them without dying.
You think there's hope?
Absolutely. I know there's hope.
Growers need the therapies to work with their livelihood at stake. Cristian Benavides, CBS News, Groveland, Florida.